Well, it stopped raining. So since it stopped raining, I went back out and tried to finish the Taurus. So I took the old Synchronizer out. Okay. Now, putting in the new one. Here we got two things we're looking for. First off, in the last video we had top dead center, so now we could line up our tool. But if any of you have done a distributor before, you know that when you pick this up, it's going to turn counterclockwise. So there's another reference you got to have. Now that you got this top dead center, you got to allow for where the housing is going to line up. Now the gear inside is helical, which is on the cam, which means as you turn this up, as you pull this out of the engine, like when I pulled the old one out, it turns counterclockwise. So what I did, you put a screwdriver underneath to remove, right? Okay, just underneath the lip here, like so. And as you pry up, turn on this with your hand and it's going to come out. Okay? And when it comes out, it's going to come out as a spiral. It's going to have a spiraling effect, just like that. Like, see how that turned? Okay, then when it goes down into the engine, all right, as you push it down to the block, it's going to turn as it seats home. There, you hear it hit flush. Now, how do I know if I have it lined up correctly? After I pull my tool off, okay, as we saw before, this means top dead center when it's lined up with the window, which it is. I made marks on the intake manifold. See that shiny mark there with the scribe? And I got this indent or this ear here in the casting is where the screw goes. One of the two screw goes that holds in the cam sensor. That's James letting us know that he's happy with the job. Okay, and I use that as a reference. Now, I did not get this on the first shot. The first shot that I put this in, this turned to about here. I was off by maybe a tooth or two. So what you do, no panic. Just pull it out and then move it over, make your adjustments. It's a little tedious, but eventually you get it. And then once you get this, as the book says, as I said in my last videos, assembly is reverse of removal. So that's pretty much it. Hopefully this thing will be up and going, and that's it. Some cases, the bottom of the oil, the bottom part, I'll show you on the old one. As you can see, that this part here where my pinky's hitting, this goes to your oil pump. As you can see, there's like a hexagonal shaft there. Sometimes that might give you a hard time lining up. If worst case scenario, you'd have to turn it. You know, you can mess with the shaft a little bit just to try and get it to line up. Or sometimes I've heard of where you've actually had to go in there with a socket to spin it to line it up. I didn't have to do that, and I don't think a lot of people have. But that's really it. So, time to put it back together. That's enough of that. All right. So, any questions, comments? That's the joy of YouTube. You can always place them. There it is. All right. Peace.